the Seanad abolition, the 32nd Amendment on the Constitution abolition of the Seanad Bill 2013. Now we go back to Deputy Sean Kenny, who has 4 minutes remaining, and then Deputy Arthur Spring 10.
Thank you. I think that those who are in favour of retaining the Seanad have to agree that the present Seanad is quite simply not up to the job of acting as the upper house. I have never been a member of the Seanad myself, but I believe it is out of date in terms of how it does its legislative business. As well as that, the electoral system that elects its members is highly undemocratic and indeed elitist. And again, I would have to say that it has been used as a preparation ground for aspiring political party candidates, as well as a retirement ground for those who have served their parties, and as compensation for those party members who have lost their Dáil seats. I think that is not a positive sign that the President Seanad is working as it should, I must say. I think that whatever outcome of the referendum is, the Seanad as it presently functions needs to be changed. All of that said, it has to be acknowledged that there are senators who have made excellent contributions and have done great work. I think public figures that have made significant contributions to politics in Ireland began their political careers in the Seanad. I'm thinking particularly of the current President, Michael D. Higgins, and former President Mary Robinson, and former Taoiseach Garret Fitzgerald. I believe that Irish society would have been a much poorer place without their contribution, and owes much to them and to the Seanad for that. I feel it is important to point out that the decision regarding the abolition of the Seanad will be a decision for the people, and not the members of the Oireachtas or the government. If the people decide that they want to retain it, as I do, it is their right to make that decision. If the people make the decision to retain the Seanad, then the government must respect that decision, and I feel it must develop proposals to deal with that situation. I feel quite strongly that if the referendum were to fail, it should not be seen as the people wanting nothing to be done in terms of the Seanad. I detect quite a lot of unhappiness out there in terms of how it functions. I also detect a lot of concerns among the public in relation to how this House functions, and I think we as legislators, as well as the government, need to bear that in mind and to respond in a serious, meaningful and constructive way. The proposal to abolish the Seanad is being done in conjunction with changes to local government to give councils more autonomy. It is also fair to say that a unicameral system where a country has one parliament instead of one parliament house instead of two houses is common in countries of similar size to Ireland. I think what we as legislators must ask ourselves, and what the people must ask themselves, is: does this state really genuinely need Seanad Eireann? Is there an overwhelming argument that requires a second house to oversee the work done by the first house? The consequence of whatever happens as a result of the referendum vote itself must be considered fully by the people. Whatever views people might have of the Seanad, or whatever views they may form during this referendum, I feel they should study the options before them very carefully. This vote is about amending our constitution, and like all referenda, the ability to do that should never be taken for granted or taken lightly. Thank you, Claire.